Hey guys, today's look is very Valentine's Day inspired. I know it's way early for Valentine's Day, but I wanted to go ahead and get a start on it. I decided to go very pink, as you can see. I did a very hot pink and kind of blended it with some lighter pinks. People ask me, I know every time I ever use pink, I always say this, but I get so many questions on using pink eyeshadows and how to make it work and stuff like that. And it is tricky. I didn't use them for years on myself because I thought I couldn't pull it off. But there are certain application methods that you need to think about when you use pink eyeshadow, and anyone can wear it without looking tired, without looking, like your eyes are irritated or whatever. So I'm going to give you some tips on that throughout the video as well. Valentine's Day, I always like to do something that's a little themed, using some pinks and stuff. So this is just very pink. It's just all pinks. If you want something a little more natural, you can check out the video that I posted last year, which I will put a link to in the sidebar. I did use some pinks, but it was very natural as well. I used some browns and stuff to contour and stuff like that on my crease. So that might be an option if you want to incorporate a little bit of pink, but you don't want to go full out pink. Also, over the rest of January, the beginning of February, I'm going to do some more looks too that you might be able to use for Valentine's Day, things that aren't necessarily pink, but more like flirty looks, some celebrity-inspired things that I think would work really well for Valentine's Day. So I really hope that y'all like this. I hope that you find it helpful, and keep watching if you want to see how to do it. Alright, first thing you want to do is apply a base that prevents creasing. I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just the original. Then I'm going to use this Urban Decay Cream Shadow in Sphinx. It's a really pretty pink. And just take the applicator, you can put it on your finger or you can just apply it straight from the tube. And I'm just going to get a little bit on my lid, and I'm going to take it very carefully right up underneath my lower lash line. This product does have a lot of glitter in it, so just be careful. Just kind of pat that under there, and then pat it out to blend on your lid. Alright, now this product will stay sticky for just a few minutes. So while it is sticky, you want to go ahead and start applying your shadows. We're not going to so much blend just yet, we're just going to get the color down. I'm going to take Sweet Lust by MAC, which is a gorgeous, it's a luster shade, which I usually don't like because they're kind of chunky. They're very glittery, but Sweet Lust is my favorite. And I'm just going to pat that on the inner, I guess like 3/4, from the inner corner, about 3/4 of the way out. And just use any kind of flat brush to pat that on. This is a MAC 242. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and apply the darkest shade. I'm going to use Passionate. If you have Post Haste, this is Passionate right here. If you have Post Haste, use that. That will be even better. This is a discontinued color, which I think it's one of MAC's best colors, so it's kind of upsetting. But if you have Passionate, which is still available, use that. They're very similar. I'm going to take like a small rounded brush. This is a Sigma SS219. The MAC 219 is a little too pointy for this. I'm just going to get the brush tip. You can see I just kind of dipped it straight into the color like that. And I'm going to start applying that. Just kind of dab it along your lash line right there. And you just want to kind of define your outer V with it. So I'm kind of just sweeping it down, making like a wedge shape. And then take it and then just kind of pull it up into the crease slightly. And just in little short back and forth motions, you can just kind of blend the color around. You applied this color to the entire lid. That's fine if that's what you want to do. It may make you look a little bit tired sometimes if these brighter, more red pinks are toward the inner corner of the eye. It can make you look very tired. So sticking these on the outer corner is going to be the most flattering. And then, toward the inner corner I kept it, more of a lighter pink. Alright, I'm just applying just a little bit more. You can just kind of build the color this way. When you get to this outer part, this crease, don't take it up too high. You don't want red or really dark pink going halfway up your brow bone. That can also make you look very tired. It makes your eye area look red and not irritated, but just tired, Alright, now I'm going to take this same little flat brush and get the same color on it and take that right into the lower lash line. You don't want to go in as far in as you went on the upper lash line because, again, with these darker pinks, if I took this way in, it will kind of give you that tired effect. So just kind of keep that right onto this outer edge. So I just kind of connected it. And then you can flip over that brush, take the Sweet Lust shade, and go over this right here. I could have done that to begin with, but I just forgot while I still had that color. Alright, so very simple so far. I've just used one brush, two colors. Alright, now for blending. You want to take kind of a stiff blending brush. I'm going to go around this outer color. I don't want to blend it upward. I just want to kind of soften the edge that's there. And instead of, like I said, like when you're working with bright colors, you don't want to take it like halfway up your brow bone. If you don't want that effect, you can take a color like Soft Brown. This is my favorite by MAC. Get a little bit on the tip of that blending brush, right where the edge of color meets your brow bone. You can get that same more contoured effect by taking the color upward. It's very flattering, but it kind of blends in with the color, so it's not like, you know, pink going all the way up there. So just blend that out. Make sure everything's even. Alright, now in between the two pinks, if you don't feel like you've got a good blend, you can take the same brush without having to like blend over the color with the blending brush, because that might take away some of the intensity. You can take you know, the lightest shade that you use, that Sweet Lust, and just kind of dab it over. Then you can flip the brush over to where the darker pink was. Alright, for your brow highlight, I don't really want to do anything too light or crazy. I'm going to use Grain by MAC, which is just very natural. It just adds a very, very subtle sheen. For liner, I'm going to take my Bare Essentials, the Buxom Lash Liner. I'm going to use that to line my upper lash line. For that, I was using a thicker brush. This is an SS209 by Sigma. It kind of does the job faster if you're doing a thicker line. When I get to this outer edge, I want to wing it out, but I want it not to be so crazy thick. So I'm going to switch. This is a little Coastal Scents angled brush, like one of those little bent liner brushes. I used that to wing it out, since the bristles are so much smaller. You want it to get it as close to your lashes as possible, so you can go back with this little brush and, you know, get in on the little spots. Alright, now for the lower lash line, you can take the same. This is great for the lower lash line because it's so small. I'm just going to kind of touch this darkest spot right where the tail ends right there. And just start following your lashes very close. You don't want a thick line under there on your skin. You want it to be as close to the lash line as possible, almost as if it's mixed in with your eyelashes. Now with this same little small brush, I'm going to go back and I'm going to create another little tail coming off of this lower line, much as I did on this side, if you can see that. So using very little product, I'm just going to carefully make a wing. Just a very small one. You can barely see it, but it should be subtle. Now all that second wing does, it just kind of creates the illusion of longer lashes, just as this top wing does. It kind of creates a little swoop, just kind of creates the same thing for the lower. And then I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm going to use my Lash Blast, which I love. If you have shorter lashes or they're not very thick, you can apply false lashes to get a more dramatic effect for this, especially since we did that thing with the liner. It looked kind of silly. It looked kind of silly on its own, you know. So make sure that you use a really good mascara, and you can use false lashes if you wish. And we're done. I'm going to show you what I use on my face and on my lips. Okay, so for your lips and your cheeks, it's very simple. I actually used the same product kind of for both. These are actually made for your cheeks. I mean, obviously they're blush. It's the new Cream Blend blush that is from that MAC and Lilyland collection. I did get the Florida and the So Sweet So Easy. I'm using this one. This is a very delicate, really pretty pink. You can use these on your lips as well. So what I did is I just got some on my finger like this, dabbed it on my lips, and then I applied a gloss over it. This is the NARS Turkish Delight. Any kind of pink gloss will work. Okay, now for the cheeks, I haven't applied it to my cheeks yet. So I have a bad habit of doing my cheeks, and then I can't show you, but sometimes I do it for time's sake, so this is going to be super long. I'm using an angled brush. This is a Sigma SS168. It's just like a MAC 168. You take it, you dab it in there. I always like to keep two of these, one for cream blush, you know, so I can not wash it as often, because I don't like to go from cream to powder, you know, so it makes this gross. It makes this gross. So anyways, dab a little bit. That was probably way too much. You can dab off a little on your hand. This is kind of a sheer, really pretty. Yeah, this is a very sheer color. So you can dab a little more. Oh, there we go. And you just want to dab a little bit on your cheeks. It's a very pretty rosy color. And you can apply color over it. And I haven't really picked out what I'm going to use. I think I'm going to do Pinch of Peach, which looks like this. It's kind of a mauve-y pink, actually. There's nothing peach about it. I think this is it compared to, like, you know, other pinks and whatever. So take a different angled, So you can take a different angled brush and get that color right onto the brush. And you can lightly tap it over it. You don't have to put anything over it. I do find, though, I don't know if I'm going to do a review or not. I might do a review video and like a little look with all the Lilyland colors. But really, honestly, I hate MAC's cream blush formula, the original, you know, just the regular cream blush. I think it's very oily. So I do prefer the, the cream color bases. I think that they set up a little drier. This reminds me of a cream color base. To me, it's almost the same exact formula. So I love these cream blend blushes. Can't say that. Did I leave anything out? I don't think so. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to cut this short because this is way long. So I hope that you all have a happy Valentine's Day. Like I said, there will be more videos. I mean, I know this is super early for Valentine's Day. There will be more videos throughout the rest of January, a little bit, you know, into the beginning of February. More like flirty makeup looks, you know, other things, other ideas that you can take with you if you want a specific, you know, kind of special look for Valentine's Day. So I hope that was helpful, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.